Hi, so this is Gayle Palmer from the Living Elements Clinic, the Osteopath here. Today I wanted to talk you through some hand and wrist exercises that I hope will help you in maintaining your mobility, decreasing the amount of pain that you may be experiencing, and increasing and maintaining the full function in your hands so that you can do what you want to do with them. As people get older, they often find they get more arthritis, particularly around the thumb, and this becomes an increasing problem as they're not able to open their hands properly, they lose strength, etc. So hopefully some of these exercises will help. So I have my helpful assistant here, Amy, today, and we're going to go through some mobility exercises that you can do at home. So first of all, Amy, we're going to just do some simple articulation with the wrists. Okay, so just follow me. We're going to do big circles, lovely, in both directions, so you can really make them work. I can hear that your wrists are busy squitching and scratching and clicking and clacking because you're a bit hypermobile.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to really try and stretch our wrists out. And again, you're hypermobile, so yours will go a lot further than most people's. And then you're going to take them forwards. And you can see the difference. Put yours down. My wrist compared to Amay's wrist, quite different angles. And same again on the other side. So you hold it, you can feel the tension and the pressure come on in the front of your wrist there, yes?
And also in this bit.
And also across the top of your knuckles, yes. And again, you take it forwards. Clicky clacky person. All right. So that's just a warm-up exercise. And the nice thing about doing these wrist exercises, if you shake your wrists out afterwards, and the work should come from your elbows and from your shoulders, it just helps to take the tension out and increases the blood supply down into the wrists. Okay, so we've done two really simple exercises, the general mobility, general rotation, and your flexion and extension. Now we're going to work on our finger articulation. So we're going to start off by interlacing your fingers, and then you're just going to pull your wrists apart, and this will stretch across the carpus, across the wrist itself, the little bones in the wrist. And then just let it release, and you stretch again. How's that feel? Nice?
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice. Okay. All right. So that's a really good one if your wrists get really jammed up, or you get quite a lot of pins and needles into your wrists. It helps to stretch the carpal tunnel and the median nerve in there. Okay, now we're going to do some actual finger articulation. We're going to start off though with our thumbs. These are our most important digits on our hand because we use them all the time, and they have 6 proper ranges of movement, whereas our fingers really only have flexion and extension. So we're going to stretch out, stretch backwards. So you stretch along the backwards line of your thumb into extension. And then you stretch forward, ooh, keep letting it go, silly me, into flexion, so right across the palm there. And then we're going to stretch it sideways. And the other way. You're doing the opposite to me, but it really doesn't matter. And then we're going to rotate it. So you literally grab just over the knuckle, rotate it inwards, and rotate it outwards. Now this is a particularly sore joint, which many people have problems with. This is going to be quite sore. So just take it as far as your range of movement will allow you to, going slightly into the painful range. Again, we're going to do exactly the same with the other direction and the other hand, because we have a matching pair, or most people have matching pairs. I hope you can see that.
So we're actually stretching at different
Yeah.
sides, up and down.
And then we're going to rotate and go the other way. Okay, comfortable? How's your thumbs feel?
Free.
Free. Right. Now we're going to do the same thing with fingers. We're just going to do one hand. So you can do your right hand. I'll do my right hand. Take it down into flexion. Up into extension. Flexion. Up into extension. Or mainly just straight. And then we have to try and do the tips. The tips are a little bit more difficult to do. Yours are a bit mobile, mind you. That's it. And then we just run ourselves along the rest of the fingers. In rheumatoid arthritis, you get a lot of bone degradation, joint degradation around the knuckles itself. In osteoarthritis, which is most people's arthritis, you get little lumps and bumps called Heberden's nodes on the distal knuckle here, and you can get quite fat knuckles in the middle phalanx. So this is good for all of those, and you just take it into the ranges of movement that you are able to do without causing excruciating pain. If you already have some arthritis in here, it's going to be painful. Okay, we're on to the last one. You're on to the oh look, she's beating me. I was talking, wasn't going fast enough. So you might see that you have a nice straight finger. My little fingers really can't completely straighten. Can you see that? That often happens. It's not significant, but I can't fully straighten it. It always has a little crick to it.
I can straighten it.
And you can straighten it. Okay, good. Right. So next one is that full fist and spring open. Full fist, spring open. Full fist, spring open. Yay! All right, now there are a couple of ways that we can augment those exercises if you've got a friend to help. Luckily, she has a friend to help. So give me a wrist, just one. We're going to do with this one first. I'm going to hold round your wrist like that. You're going to make a fist and then spring open. Oh! So, because I'm holding around the wrist, it restricts some of the movement of the tendons themselves, and it makes it much harder work, doesn't it? Okay, tighten, spring, whoa, tighten, spring. Ah! Right, how does that feel?
Free.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to shake it out again. We're going to do the other side. Okay. Spring! Oh. Great sound effects. Spring! One more. Spring!
Ah, it's weird.
It's weird. It's kind of always zingy, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Shake them out again. Shake them out again. Right. Last couple. So now we're going to work on the wrists by working on the long flexor and extensor tendons and muscles that go up the forearm. So we're going to put our arms out in front of us, lift up, wrists up, clacking away like a crazy thing now, and down, up, down. Rotate your elbows 90 degrees, out, in, out, in. Take all the way round, in, we'll do a change, out, in, out. Shake them all about. All right, so how's that feeling now? That should have freed up partly your elbows, particularly with the shaking, but your wrists and fingers too. Last thing, we have a couple of, nearly jumped off, a couple of extra balls. Now you can, I've got these balls for sale. They're called Hedgehog balls. As you can see, they come in different sizes
and different
and slightly different pimple lengths.
Yes. How big they are?
But these are useful because they've got a bit of grip. They're particularly useful for rehabilitation when there's been strokes and things because they've got a bit more grip to them. And these are good for stretching and articulating, And they're great because you can use them in front of the TV. So we're going to roll them around. They're particularly good if you lose sensation, but they're also fantastic for increasing the amount of
this feels so
coordination that you have. And if you've had a stroke or there's other neurological deficit, maybe some diabetes or what have you, you tend to lose your proprioception. And so fine movements, fine articulation is difficult to do. So these are really useful. You can roll them between your fingers, like so.
I can do that as good. Wait, then I can have the little one.
You can have the little one. I'll have the medium one. So there's good coordination, and then you can use them finally for picking up and try and pick them up finger to finger, as opposed to just using your thumb and finger. You can do this with a tennis ball, you could do it with a squash ball, you could possibly do it with a golf ball, obviously they're a bit more slippery. Dog ball. And you can use washing up balls, so they're a bit like this, but they're a harder plastic, so these are a bit more user friendly.
Yes.
So hopefully those exercises will be of use to you, increase your mobility and flexibility. They're great to do in front of the TV, and they should take you 6-7 minutes or so. So I hope that's been of help, and if you need further help, get hold of me via the website, and that is livingelements.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.